Take it easy.
Hey, little birdie, don't feel down. Come and perch on my shoulder. Don't be shy. Really? No wonder they never pay attention to me. Forget it. I probably should. Haven't seen you in some time. To which one of the Animo Archon's winds do I owe the honor? Oh, is this your way of saying that you missed me? Since it wasn't meant to be with this little birdie, I'd better... If you're wondering why I'm here, Jean's been worrying about trade safety recently. I discovered this when I unwittingly burst into her office to save the day. Another job involving long-distance travel falls to me. I suppose it's my own fault for having such a strong sense of duty. Still, on the bright side, business is now taken care of, and I have unused travel funds, so I was planning to...
Gundafar, we are in the middle of a war. Your place is at the front lines by my son's side. Pray...
A matter of utmost importance, Your Majesty, such that I'm...
Outdoor theater. Looks fun. Actually, yes. I saw some guards do a musical performance. They were desert dwellers. So are these actors. Come on, let's go watch.
Your Majesty, not only has God bestowed the throne upon you, but your beloved son, Prince Kubad, has... Frashyav's brazen ambition is no more. He has bowed his head, and, my king, this battle has finally restored the dignity of our people. Moreover, His Highness the Prince and I believe this peace settlement will be a great boon to our nation.
Ah, it's the tale of Prince Kubad. Ever heard this one? Don't worry, I still remember the general plot. Let me fill you... The main characters are the brilliant Prince Kubad and his war-hungry father, King Kabus. When the prince was young, the king was deceived by a malicious rumor that the prince had mistreated his stepmother. Miraculously, the prince emerged unscathed, thus proving his innocence. But the seeds of doubt had already been sown in the king's mind. Now uneasy in the presence of his mistrustful father, the prince requested to be sent away to the battlefield where he would... This is the part where the prince has won the war and decided to forge a peace with the rival nation. He wrote a letter recommending peace to his father.
Frasyav lost because he did not have the blessing of God. Our God will always watch over us. Once the bells of war have begun to toll, they shall not cease until the blood of our enemies fills the land. There can be no... If Kubad still wishes to be my son and hold the intaglio I bestowed upon him as proof of his royal blood, then he...
Your Majesty, I must caution that a nation destroyed is not a fallen city writ large. Now, if, however, we insist on bringing a whole nation to its knees, then so long as a single person is left standing, my king, a people is to their nation as wild.
Cease, Gundafar! As for my son, Kubad...
What are you saying, when he was falsely accused? Now you would turn me away?
The justification is that my word, not yours, is the law of the land. Cease and be gone, Gundafar, so you may spend the rest of your days with your wife.
What has become of the king that I served with my life? Fanaticism has robbed him of all reason and wisdom.
I must think of a way to seize control of the army back from the hands of my wayward...
Brilliant acting, Darbil.
I saw you approaching us in the middle of the scene. I was worried that my...
Not at all. Far from it. When we first got to know each other, he was still a guard.
Nice to meet you. Any friend of Kaeya's is a friend of mine. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't making all that much as a mercenary. I was already pretty good at telling stories, so I just... Full disclosure, we had to put this little stage together using whatever wood... Anyway, we're all good enough at acting to get through the motion, so I got a student from the academia to adapt an old story I knew to make it...
I could tell that you've had someone tighten up the line.
Ah, that's good. Well, as you can see, even now...
Sure, why not? I don't have anything. Tickets for 2, please. How much would...
There's no need for tickets. You could just get some food for... We've actually found a sponsor for this performance, too. I doubt we'll be able to keep...
Darbil Asgar still hasn't shown up for the next scene. We should get his costume and sword out so that...
My apologies. I have to get ready for the upcoming scene. I'll see you...
Would you two like to order some food? What can I get you? If you're looking...
Bear with us a moment. We're just going... I was at Port Ormos discussing some business opportunities. He's a good guy. A decent storyteller, too. There's a lot of fun to be had if you hang around That's my secret formula for staying in a good mood. Try it out sometime. You'll see what I mean. Thanks for waiting. We're ready to order now. We'll take you up on that tandoori roast chicken. And let's throw in some desserts, too. We've got good seats. Close to the stage, we can watch the show as we eat. If I remember correctly, the next... But I won't spoil it for you. You have to experience it for yourself. I don't tend to judge a story's worth by my personal affinity for it. But if you want to know my... History always repeats itself. When you keep this in mind and watch it...
Here you are. The check's on the table, too.
No need. I'll pay up front.
Thank you, sir. Oh, but this is too generous.
Call it a token of my gratitude for the excellent service. The food all smells wonderful, too. So please pass my
Thank you so much, sir.
Let's dig in, traveler.
Hey, Kaeya. I'm so sorry. But the actor who... We can't do the rest of the show without him, so... I'm really, really sorry, but we'll have to call the show.
Ooh, that would be fun. I wouldn't... Darbil, would you lose any income if I were to...
Not really. I mean, there's not...
Don't worry about that. I like to be spontaneous now and then.
Let me think. Wait, but Kubad has a specific... Switching actors as well.
Well, good thing that I've actually got a costume with me.
You're kidding.
Sure.
It's in the restaurant.
Gotta say, I think I actually look pretty dapper in this. It's a pity Uh-oh, not a fan of me as a prince? I'll have to act my heart out so you'll be...
Kaeya, here's your script for the next scene.
Only one way to find out.
Okay, I think we've covered all your lines and movements on stage. You haven't had long to prepare, so don't worry about...
All right.
Great. Then let's get this show.
General Kubad, son of Kabus, the fate of this battle is clear. I beg you, please spare my few remaining men. They no longer have the...
Frasyav, though you now lead only the husk of a once mighty army, I have... Even your most savage warriors have no desire to see further bloodshed, and none among your ranks have opposed these peace talks. General Frasyav, do you agree to sign a treaty in good faith and...
With my army in ruins, I am in no position to do otherwise. But on this, I give you my word. Yes, let us end our hostilities and send our surviving men home to their families.
We share the desire to lay down our arms for good. Then as God above is our witness, by the authority vested in me by this intaglio of king, I hereby declare that I will spare your hostages, and my tutor Gundafar has already made haste to my father the king with the recommendation of a truce. It is...
Prince Kubad, your name is renowned throughout your land and ours. I will place my hope in your words.
One will find on a battlefield no master of ceremonies, nor the paper on which a treaty may... I, Kubad, son of Kabus, hereby pledge protection to you and all of your kin. May the oceans be stained red with my blood if I am ever to renounce this oath.
Wow, your friend is so dreamy. He's not a real prince by any chance, is he? Hey, Rashana, you don't want to miss this. The good-looking guy who left that huge tip is acting...
Darbill's one lucky man.
I return, Your Highness. I hope I'm not too late. Have you...
Nay, I am not so rash as to preempt my father's blessing. I promise...
My child, I must share with you the gravest news. Kabus has become blinded by fanaticism.
How can this be? You mean to say that my father has rejected our
He has indeed. But far stricter punishment than this awaits you. Please heed my warnings, dear child. I dare not imagine...
Nay, the truce must stand. I cannot renounce my oath. The masses have grown weary of death and conflict in both our nation and theirs. Are we all now to bend to his will? When I departed my beloved home to fight in a foreign land, I did so to honor... Alas, is that...
Kaeya, the next line is, alas, is this fate's grand design that I should spend the rest of my days in a...
Must it be so?
Huh? Wait, that's not part of the script.
My dear audience, I ask you this. Do you believe in fate? If fate decreed that your life was to end in... Oh? Then so must it be. Yes, I shall discard this intaglio and rid myself of the shackles of fate.
Wait, but that's not... My dear prince, do you intend to betray...
Fate means to send the machinations of war to every corner of the land. Fate would see my sword tainted with the blood of But I shall not bow to the will of fate. I am no pawn in heaven's plan.
Bravo! Where did this guy come from? Is he...
Shut up! Stop interrupting.
I, Kubad, will spend the rest of my days in a foreign land, till I breathe my last in a place far from home.
Oh, at least he brought it back in the end.
Prince Kubad, my child, there is no need to be rash. Please bring...
Gundafar, my dear mentor. You have always been like a father to me. It brings me only... But I must walk this path, or freedom dies by my hand.
Goodbye.
Ooh, it's Prince Kubad. Could I please get your autograph?
Why, certainly, ma'am.
Ooh, thank you. I'll just go find a pen.
Just an autograph? Well, you can get one of those at any time. Acting is quite fun. If there ever came a day when I left the Knights of Favonius...
Darbil, could you introduce me to this young...
My apologies, Master Toos. I somehow missed you in the crowd earlier.
I was some distance away. I just came over near the end after I noticed the large crowd. The performance was outstanding across... The improvised section was particularly good.
Thank you, sir. And a big thanks also to our wonderful prince.
Kaeya, was it? Well, young man, I must say you've made...
Thank you for the invite, sir. But I'm afraid I've reached the end of my time at Sumeru. I'm...
Well then, consider it an open invitation. Once you've been bitten by the travel bug, my friend, you'll be getting itchy feet again before too long. My door is always open. If you're ever interested, please ask... Darbil, we can continue discussions on the sponsorship once you've wrapped up today's show.
Thank you so much, Master Toos. Seriously, Kaeya, thank you for bailing me out again. You should stay for a few more days.
Darbil, Asgar is back. He lost track of time playing Genius Invocation.
Genius Invocation again?
Sure, there's no rush. Okay, I think they're all gone. Let's slip away now while we can. All right, this should be far enough. Don't think they'll find me here. People were starting to expect a lot of things that I didn't sign up for. Besides, the missing actor is back now. I don't mind socializing, but compared to chatting over food and drink... What about you? Did you enjoy the show? Oh? I was expecting a lengthier critique, but let me think. All the world's a stage, and all the people merely Perhaps there's an inept god out there deciding everyone's fates? Yeah, inept is a good word for it. Honestly, it might even be a little too civil to describe a god who turns Anyway, that's exactly why actors need to wake up and realize they don't have to follow the script. There's nothing to stop them from following the... Oh, my dear traveler, please don't take me too literally. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. The god is just a figure of speech. The real point, everyone, you and I included, is both an actor and a... If you don't like the script, just walk off the stage and join the audience. You always have a choice. A little too obtuse? Well, don't dwell on it. It's nothing. Relax. Be yourself. Do your thing. That's all I'm really trying to say. When I did my little bit of audience interaction back there, you had no time to prepare. You had to just say what you thought in the moment. You're still holding on to the intaglio I threw you from the stage, right? It's been the most fascinating day, hasn't it, little birdie?